everybody! Welcome to another episode of Who's That Anime with your host, Stephen Collin. It's time for another season of Who's That Anime.
You might say it's the beginning of a brand new day.
Oh, damn it. I was saying it in my head ever since when I saw that first episode. Because it was, but not that, but, the Planet of the Apes thing for the Sky Artworks. So, what a beautiful day! It's well, I don't know who it is.
It's a U2 song. Beautiful day.
I might crack into that, but I think it might be Caesar or someone else says "What a beautiful day" at the top of his voice, or the person that overthrew him in the one before that.
I can't deal with Planet of the Apes without thinking of the Simpsons episode with Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss, Dr. Seuss.
Da, 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 da. It's just constant, and it's always can I play the piano anymore? Of course you can. Well, I couldn't before. Classic. Classic. Also with that poor Australian woman who did the breakdancing. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of clips with her dancing next to the breakdancing Planet of the Apes characters from The Simpsons as well. So, whoops.
Well, the only thing I ever saw of that is basically Snoop Dogg coming in and swinging his stuff about, and she's dancing in front of him.
Oh man!
And I was like, "What's going on?" And then it was like, "Oh yeah, she's ridiculously bad." I heard she got in there because her husband kind of ruled to vote her in.
Whoops. I mean, from what I understand, she's better than that, and I just don't understand why that's what you know what? I'm not here to judge someone for being good at something. I'm not good at a lot. So I definitely can't judge someone on being good at breakdancing or not, because I'm not.
All I know is I saw someone she just does kind of a lie down thing.
I saw the kangaroo thing she did. That was it. That was what I took from it.
Yeah, I believe she got 0 points.
She did. Maybe deservedly. Maybe deservedly. But we're back after our big break, and by big break I mean we took a week to watch something that wasn't hella depressing.
Yeah. So we thought that was too happy though.
We did. Summer Wars was far too
cheery.
uplifting, cheery.
So
yeah, we've chosen to dip back into the depression mines, and we're watching Gantz.
Yeah.
As you can probably see if you're watching this version, there's a frame that's got the characters on there.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Hi ho.
This show, man.
Hi ho. So to work we go.
This show is something. I will put in my declaration now is that this was my choice.
Yeah, this is his choice this time.
Yep.
It's all Steve's fault.
It is my fault. And as I said, yeah, today we're going to talk about our first 2 episodes of the season. Beginning with episode 1, it's the beginning of a brand new day.
Yeah. Basically, the start of this one is there's this room somewhere in a flat or an apartment building.
Yeah.
And suddenly a big dark ball appears in the middle of it. You go poop. And it says, "What a beautiful day."
I mean, if that were the oddest thing that happened, it's probably worth noting. I actually think the theme tune to this series is great.
harks back to 2000-esque anime theme tunes.
Oh yeah,
The
like
art,
sort of like reggae step.
yeah, and the art style reminds me of Tenju Tengi. Tenju
Yeah,
Tengi.
I weirdly like I don't love the art style. But I do think that it does gore very well.
Does
So
gore very well.
yeah, like there's a lot to maybe dislike about the art style from time to time, but I definitely feel like the violence is well represented through it. So maybe they made the right decision there.
Yeah, I
As
mean,
this
maybe
is quite a violent show.
I kind of think it's like, sure, Bakike has the same similar style, which is also quite
Mm.
violent, and Tenji Tengi was quite violent. Yeah, so it's the violent anime style. Let's call it that. Violent anime
Yep.
style. Go.
The Vas.
Uh,
But yeah, this as you said, starts off with a big black globe appearing in an apartment room in somewhere in Japan.
No, we think
And
it's Japan.
well, yeah,
We know
we
nothing.
assume so. We
Yeah.
assume so.
And it
yeah,
cuts
then-
away.
To the subway. Are we in
No,
the subways? No, we don't
To-
start out in the classroom. Classroom. I forgot
classroom.
about this.
where
Yeah.
where K
Okay, yeah. Okay, Corono.
her main protagonist, for whatever reasons, starts undressing this teacher, and then the entire classroom,
and then the class. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then he gets a boner.
He does, and then a member of the class basically yells "boner alert," and
Yeah.
everyone laughs.
Yeah, a female student, I should say.
Yeah, I think. So hey, I said I'd do this. There's a lot of stuff in this show, like a lot that is not good. There is a significant amount of violence, general violence and sexual violence. There are just general gross things in this show. So if that is something that maybe you're not all right with, this might not be the season for you. I would wholeheartedly recommend that you go back and listen to something more like, I don't know, Battle Angel.
Well, we haven't done that.
No, wait, not that. The other one, the other angel thing.
Even gang? Yeah, no.
No, we didn't do that either. The other one.
Angels.
The dolls. What were they called?
Oh, Effenlight.
No, no one should go and watch that either. If that's the same cloth. The one before that, the one with the girl, and then her mother was like a bad mother because she was like the main doll person, and they made the dolls fight. And
Oh, Angelic Lair.
that's it. Yeah, that.
Doll fight.
Glad we got there. Yeah, doll fight. You should, if you still care to listen after I can't remember the name of the thing we watched. That season is definitely a lot more appropriate and friendly than anything else we've done, I think, if I'm honest.
Oh yeah, I think it was aimed at kids, sort of.
Yep.
With a weird storyline.
With some weird stuff going on there. But yeah, so warning now, this might be a tough listen if that's if your sensibility is such that you don't really appreciate a lot of conversation like that. So yeah.
Mhm.
We move on to him leaving school, and he's an asshole. I hate him. I hate his guts. Our protagonist is an absolute twat.
Yeah, he is. He was leaving school, he got lost on the street, and then basically despises everyone.
Yeah.
Which is great because he didn't actually state it until maybe a few minutes later. And it's like, oh, by the way, if you have, if you, by the way, I despise everyone. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, really?
if
I never noticed. Yeah.
By the fact that most of the words that come out of my mouth about how shit other people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like and this is something, a more unlikable version of the main protagonist or antagonist from School Days.
Wow.
Like, he certainly starts that way.
Wow.
He is not a nice guy.
No, he's not.
He's not. He's awful. Like, and I get that the attempt there is to like just make you as like, yeah, this guy kind of sucks. Like, we wanted to create a character that just sucked, and he does that really well.
Yeah.
He super sucks.
Yeah, he did pretty bad. But I'm wondering, yeah, this is pretty bad. So he's walking home, he gets to a store, and he's like, oh, store.
Oh.
I could buy top shelf magazines.
Oh yeah, I could buy pornography here.
Yeah. And then the shopkeeper kind of runs away, chasing someone. It's like, that's the third time today. He's like, third time today. And then that kind of ends that scene. And then the next thing he's in the subway.
Yep, he's
with
in
the
the subway.
dirty magazine.
Yeah, in the subway with the dirty magazine that maybe he stole.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, he then continues to like hate everyone on the subway. These girls, they'll never amount to anything. This homeless guy, he stinks, and I hate his guts.
Mm-hmm.
This poor old woman like tries to find out if this is her train, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it is.
Maybe
definitely this one."
No,
he starts off by like lying to her because he just can't be bothered answering her.
No, I thought it was all in his head.
No, I
thought he was all in his head, and he
has 2 conversations with her. The second one, he is less kind.
It was like, maybe you should learn to read or something.
Yeah, maybe you should be doing things for yourself rather than like relying on other people.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, okay. You're like, oh, you fuck.
Yeah, not good. So
no, he's terrible.
And then this guy stands up next to him, and he's like, "Holy shit, that's Kato."
Oh yeah,
Kato.
I know that guy. I know Kato. He is we used to go to school together, and now we don't go to school together. I bet he doesn't remember me. What a prick he looks like now.
He looks like a punk.
Again. Yeah, just immediately jumping in with the fuck this guy attitude.
Bad news. And then the drunkard falls in the railway, and everyone kind of stares up because he's not the only one with the bad thoughts about
none of them like the homeless guy. And then they're all really invested in trying to save him by staring at him, going, "Hey, do you think someone's called the station agent yet?"
Yeah. I was more well, before that, you had like a bit of thoughts of them, and all their thoughts were pretty awful too.
Mm-hmm.
Just showing the awfulness of humanity again. We're back on Kino.
I was gonna say they're definitely not painting a great picture of society at this point. It's pretty grim.
I think Kino painted better.
It did.
Anyway,
I cared about Kino though. Kino was like a nice person.
Yeah.
And Kay is awful.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the guy falls in the railroad, and no one's coming to help. And Kay turns to Kato and looks at him, and he's like, "Look at him, he's shaking. This guy's even scared."
Yeah. And then he went, "All right," and then jumps in and goes after it. It's like, what the fuck was he doing? And he's like, "Come on, guys, help me out!" And everyone's like,
Nobody.
And then he looks at Kay. He's like, "Oh, hey, Kay, how you doing?" And he's like, "Ah, damn it, you named me." And then everyone's like,
I do like that
friend?
bit. I do like that bit where he's like, "Oh, now you recognize me."
Yeah.
At this point, yeah, and everyone else is like, "Come on, help your friend, otherwise he's gonna die." Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so yeah,
help him.
He jumps down onto the rail track. They help pick up the definitely not sober homeless fella.
Yep.
He manages to make it back onto the platform, but obviously the announcement has been made that a train will be arriving and that people should be behind the white line.
Yeah,
They are not behind the. They are on the wrong side of behind the white line.
they're on the tracks for sure. And so basically, Caitl's like, "Oh, run! If we can get past where the first cart stops, we'll be okay." And then they're running and running, and then it's like, and they're just praying that it's a local train and not
Yep.
like a one its way pass through.
But then the announcement is that the express, and it's like, oh no, that means it's not stopping. We are screwed
Yeah, yeah,
because they're trying to like outrun it to the end of the platform
yeah.
to just like so they can like not have to run forever. I don't really understand why they just didn't like try to at least maneuver their way up. It was very sort of Indiana Jones running away from a giant boulder, or that woman in Prometheus running away from the ship as it rolls towards her.
Yeah, that's good old
But
ship with the hole in the middle of it.
that's the one that she could have just ran to the right a little and been fine.
Yeah, might have. Um, aye, so yeah, so they get hit by the train.
Yeah,
I I don't know, man. I don't think you get hit by a train the way they got hit by the train. You should get decapitated.
they their bodies exploded in a way that was like gratuitous, and everyone was like, "Oh wow, that's the money shot."
Yeah,
taking
the girls.
pictures of their flying heads.
Yeah. And then you got the voiceover of Kay going, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you looking at?
Yeah, what
What?
are you looking at?
What's
God
this?
damn it.
What's this? Hey, don't take a picture of me."
Yep.
And then he's like flying through the headless, and then boom, they're in a room
Yeah,
with
with other people.
and a black spear.
Yeah, the one that said it's the beginning of a brand new day.
Yeah.
So in this room, we obviously have Kay and Kato.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have a guy, a long-haired, a long-haired blonde guy.
Mm-hmm.
Two Yakuza members.
Yep.
A teacher,
Teacher. Yep.
a politician.
Yep.
A dog.
Yeah, the dog, man.
And an 8th grader who scares the crap out of me.
Ninth grader.
9th grader? Okay.
Yeah, he said ninth. So yeah, so basically, the teacher goes, "All right, new people, time for introductions, folks. Clap, clap." And people, and the blonde guy goes, "What? What are you, a teacher? A matter of fact, I am."
He's like, yes, I am.
So basically, he points to Kay first, and Kay goes, "I'm this guy. I'm here because of this guy." And another guy says,
it's his fault.
I got hit by a train." And
Yep.
And the politician says, "Aha! I'm a politician. You may know me from TV." And
He Troy McClure's them.
yeah,
You may remember me from such television opportunities as trying to get re-elected,
yeah,
or that time I was super sick.
yeah. I had cancer, and I don't now.
Yeah.
Not in pain.
And then we see the Yakuza guys who are holding out their coats and poking their fingers through some holes that are mysteriously in their coats.
Yeah, well, one guy is. This
yeah.
not so bright one, I think.
Yeah, and they're like, "And what about you?" And he's like, "We're with the Yakuza. Let's just leave it at that."
Yeah, yeah, okay. And then talk to the was it Nitsi?
Nishi,
Nishi.
the 9th grader.
Yeah, the ninth grader. He says, "Hey, I'm a ninth grader," and he stares at Kay as he comes through the door, as he appears.
Mhm.
And then shortly after that,
Here we step headlong into the way this show's going to be for the next 25 episodes.
yeah, some lass appears, gets drawn in. Okay, so you get to see the kind of like lasers kind of drawing.
Yeah, you're
body.
like literally 3D printed.
Yeah,
into the environment.
Yeah. And she's naked, and lands in Kay's lap.
She does.
Who then
to which, of course, he is interested, shall we say?
Yeah. Kisses her.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, I like that people call him out on that. At least it's like, hey, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, and you're like, yeah, what? And of course, she wakes up. He's a bit surprised, and she's very surprised. Everyone's very surprised.
Mhm.
And then the larger of the two Yakuza members is like, hey, I want that.
Is that this episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought it started the next episode.
No. The start of the next episode is after the ding, after the thing. It's, hey, shit's about to happen. Get ready for it.
Oh, yeah, so he takes it away, so it kind of ends right at this point.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He basically, takes her to the another part of the room, drags her out.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I think we do see it being stopped at this point before the end of the episode, because Kato, as he did in the circumstances before, with making that decision to jump on the rail, decides, I'm going to do something about this. And like takes on that big Yakuza guy, even like has him by the throat.
Yeah.
And then that dog is awkwardly licking her.
No,
that's this episode.
No, that's the second episode.
No. That happens in the second episode too.
No. Second episode.
You sure?
Yep. It ends with them saving her from the guy.
It just ends with him, like, holding him in a chokehold?
Yeah, he's got him in a chokehold and basically was choking him out, and then he kind of let go, and then the guy walks away. And I think that's where it ends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, end of episode 1 then, Colin. How you feeling?
I have a feeling. It's certainly a show.
It is.
It's like there's things happening in it. It could be going places. I mean, it's kind of gone weird and like, whoa. All right. 7.
I think that's fair.
So
it's not the greatest start to an anime, but it definitely hooks you in the idea of what is happening here. Why are all these people here? I think they do. I think they do talk about, actually, that is one thing we did kind of gloss over, but the reason that they are all there is that they've all died.
Yeah, well, there was a politician kind of saying, "Hi, welcome to heaven," and then the blind guy shut up.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Well, I had cancer and I was on my deathbed, and now I'm here in no pain." So
yeah, it's like, oh, well, we were hit by a train, and I think the teacher says it's like, I was in a scooter accident before I got here.
Yeah,
and then we draw the parallels to the bullet holes in one of the Yakuza members. And then also we see that the girl who has arrived has blood on her wrists but no wound.
So because she's naked, they've summarized that she's a bathtub suicide.
Bathtub suicide. Yeah.
But yeah, it's the way that they think, oh right, we're dead, type thing. But the blind guy was like dead against it, and so the politician says one theory.
Yeah.
Aye. So, in the episode, what's your score, man?
I think a 7. Like to me, I think the attraction to it is the mystery. There's definitely a mystery there. Like I think the story itself is fascinating, even though it's like quite outlandish. But there's a lot of window dressing to this that makes it very hard to watch. And I don't mean like that in like a. I don't think it's doing it to just be deliberately out there. I think it's doing it under the guise of like showing, you know, the fact that common decency doesn't exist for some people. Like the world is a bit broken, and you know, I think that it is lending itself in that way with a little bit of, you know, weird fan servicey stuff, and other things
Mhm.
like that. But yeah, like it feels like it's at this point to me, it feels enough like let me see where this is going, because there's definitely more to this that I'm going to be pissed off if I don't see how it goes.
All right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, 7 seems fair, and that then leads us on into episode 2. They aren't human.
They aren't human. Yeah.
No. Of
Oh,
course, oh no, go on.
at the end of that last episode, actually, it come there's a kind of like it's a beautiful day. Get up.
Oh, and the
Yeah,
song starts playing.
yeah. The announcement starts playing. Yeah,
That's what interrupts and causes the big guy to walk out. I think in the end up, he's like, "Yeah, fuck
yeah,
this."
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, that's going off. The dog is being a bit awkward with the girl. But the black globe is now saying, "Hey, y'all got some things to do."
Yeah. So the start of this one, yeah, dog is yeah, it's been a dog.
Yeah, being a little intimate and friendly.
Mhm.
Where they surmise that maybe the dog belonged to a lonely housewife.
uh, was it what I thought this
That
was it was a worker.
Oh well, it was a lonely woman, I think, was the outset of it.
Yeah, a lonely worker.
Um, the
Um,
that is something worth saying. Actually, I did mention to you. I tried to watch this with the dub. I've never watched it with the dub before,
mhm.
and I lasted 5 minutes and just watched the subs. I don't know if you tried with the dub or
It started with a dub, but it was basically I decided to watch with the sub.
it's not very good. I would say I'm a big proponent of a good dub.
Mm.
But I found Kay's voice in particular to be really intolerable.
Oh, I don't even got that far.
Oh man,
It was just a teacher. I was like, oh, I'll just watch it in sub.
yeah,
Um,
not great.
yeah. So anyway, so they start off. There, Cato throws his jacket to
Yep,
the girl,
to the girl, naked girl. Uh,
Mrs. Mellon.
yeah, Miss Melons, as she'll be referred to at some point.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
the I think the interesting thing is that of course this big black globe is now like displaying things on the front of it, going like, hey, do the thing now.
yeah,
Uh, I need you to kill uh Niegi Sejin, a green onion alien.
yeah.
Um,
Go get the
I,
green onion there.
I'm not going to lie to you, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this in 2006, 2007 for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
This episode still to this day makes me feel very uncomfortable.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, is it at the end?
No. No. Well, I guess it kind of extrapolates quite fair bit through it, but we'll talk about it as we go.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, basically it's like, hey, get the green onion alien, and then it opens up, revealing a bunch of guns and suits that they can get into.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, everyone's like, ooh, guns, and some people are like, other stuff, and someone goes, hey, there's a guy in here.
Yeah, yeah,
There's just a straight up man in this globe, and
yeah,
he's like got an oxygen mask and doesn't seem to be awake.
yeah.
What's happening there? No one interested.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no one's interested.
But it also starts a timer,
Hmm.
and then as the timer starts to tick down, so begin people 3D printing from the room.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's also worth saying, I think, that they recognize that jingle because it's from a Tokyo radio station,
yeah.
and they look out the window of the apartment and see Tokyo from where they are.
Oh, and they can't touch the walls.
They can't touch the walls or open the doors or do anything. They are trapped in there. Until now, when they are now being un-3D printed and re-3D printed
Mm-hmm.
in the real world.
Into the real world. Yeah, so they get put back into the real world. So a bunch of guys grabbed the guns. Kay picked up a suit.
He did. Not in time, though, because he does get 3D printed in the nude.
Well, it was just kind of like oh, what shit's happening here now? And
Yep.
then it's like, oh, maybe I got time. And then the girl walks in from the hallway and
He's
kind of,
like,
and he's just like stripped naked because he couldn't get over his pants, I think. And
yeah, he took his boxers off.
and then he's like, oh, and then she was, oh, and then he like gets really pretty nude, and everyone's like,
Yep.
hey, why are you naked?
He's like, ugh. So yeah, he gets suited up
Mhm.
into the suit. She gets 3D printed in just Kato's coat because she didn't bother to do anything else.
Yep.
Um, the dog is 3D printed away as well. So everyone's here, and so begins the hunt. The younger guy, the young ninth grader, seems to be in the know a little bit of what's going on here because he shows them how to. They realize how to find the alien using like some sort of GPS or whatever it is,
Yeah, he's got like the GPS tracker.
the tracker.
But
Yeah.
he essentially, everyone's like, right, cool, we're out of there, we're going home. I was like,
Yep.
no, you can't be doing that. It's like Tokyo Secret Service type thing. And then
You have to play the game.
and the politician was like, what? Ah, we don't have the money for that, kid. Shut up. And he's like, oh no, but you don't know that. You know, you're politicians, we're bureaucrats. And I'm the
Yep.
son of like some high bureaucrat. Oh, you mean that guy? Yeah, I'm the son of that guy. It's
Yep.
like, oh, right, okay. And then says, you'll get, is it 1,000,000 yen?
There's a reward. Yeah.
1,000,000 yen if you get the alien. And that piques interest of both of them.
Well, it piques the interest of the Yakuza, the school teacher, and the mysterious blonde guy,
Yeah, most
who
of
are
them.
like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the politician's like, not interested, and
Nah,
just kind of wanders away.
I can get all that back in my real life once I get out of here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think even Kei and Kato and the girl are not really that interested in finding the alien either,
They're interested enough, I think. Cause
but they want to get home.
yeah,
Or he does anyway.
mainly get home. So, but the girl's kind of fascinated with Kato.
Oh yeah, she's obsessed with him because he looked out for her. I think
Yeah,
is what it seems like.
and Kay's a bit annoyed because he thinks he's done stuff. Really,
Because he's entitled and
'cause-
terrible.
all he did was rest himself against a wall, watching Kato just choke the guy out. So I was there
He
too.
did.
Why is
He's
he?
like, I was there. I also kissed you when you were unconscious. Oh wait,
Yeah,
yeah, none of these are good things.
none of them are good things, but he seems weirdly entitled to it.
Yeah.
So anyway, they follow the group. They're gonna go home, but they're like, wait, I need to go and find the guys. The politician wanders away, and his head essentially explodes when he gets so far.
He like walks through phases through like a barrier, and he just kind of like wanders away and it just goes pop. And he just collapses to the side.
Oh, I didn't notice the barrier. I just saw him head
Oh
pop.
yeah, there's the frame before that. I think is his foot crossing like a boundary,
Mhm.
and then yeah,
Ah, right, okay.
little
Uh,
bit battle royale, you know?
Yeah, Total Recall.
Yeah, yeah.
And all those other ones with like weird. Oh, probably Suicide Squad. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so the rest of them go and find this alien, or at least think to find the alien.
They knock on the door.
Knock on the door because it says green onions on the door, and it's like oh, and then this green little alien,
Child.
little green alien dude.
This is
It's there.
so. I felt the most discomfort I've ever felt watching this the first time I watched it.
All right. I see. I thought it was the alien because that was like the picture that it drew on the screen.
Oh, I know it's the alien,
Uh-huh.
but you didn't expect it to be embodiment of a child.
Oh, I just
Like
thought
it
was
just
a small
shows you
guy.
the head. It doesn't show you the whole alien on the picture.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh fuck.
That's why it
And
was a midget or a small
they
person
start
even.
they start kicking the crap out of him.
Do they at that point?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're like, because he's like, hey, spring onions are enough for me, and they're like, you need to die.
I thought he jumps away and he runs up the stairs and then does some backflip as he.
Oh,
off
does
the
he run away
balcony.
first? Oh yeah, he
Yeah, yeah.
backflips off the thing and falls face first onto the concrete.
Yeah,
and nearly dies.
And then Kato's like, "Wait, you alright, kid? Or you alright?" And then he kind of just gets up and his face is all mangled. And
Yeah, and then they commence the beating.
oh no, he runs away after that again.
Does he?
Yeah, they run away a bit from the house.
Oh, okay.
They
They do catch up with him and basically like block him against the wall, and they can't figure out how to use the guns to start with.
Yeah,
Because they've got two triggers. I mean, how difficult can it be?
well, they weren't the brightest.
No, they weren't.
So I mean, the blonde guy has this big rifle. And he shoots.
He does.
Because I think only the blonde guy and the teacher actually picked up the guns, and the Yakuza didn't.
Yeah, the blonde guy had the big gun and a single handgun, and the teacher took two handguns.
Yeah. So the Yakuza, hey, you got two guns. All right, and they kill him, and then
Yep.
kid ran away at that point and catch
The
up.
blonde guy uses the big rifle to fire at the kid, but he kind of
He misses.
he thinks it doesn't do anything. He thinks it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
The kid runs away, and all of a sudden, the entire wall just goes.
yeah. There's a big dent in the wall, like. Then it's well, wow, and then it just explodes and he gets knocked over. So oh right, wow, and then
Cool.
then they'll catch up with the kid and it's like Shaun of the Dead type style, just shooting them with the guns.
Well, this is the bit that makes me feel the most uncomfortable because they've like roughed him up. He's against the wall, basically begging for them to stop. And instead of stopping, and instead of like mercifully ending him, they fucking accidentally shoot off his limbs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's horrible.
yeah.
It's really rough.
That's nasty. Yeah.
And then, of course, they do eventually put the poor soul out of its misery by shooting it in the head. And they're like, well, mission accomplished.
Yeah, and then someone comes out and goes, "Huh, what was that?" And they're all like, "Oh shit, we've been rumbled, scatter." And then it's just like, "Oh, that wall's all messed up."
Yeah.
And
Not noticing any of them.
no, don't see
would
any of
seem.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Is it in this episode?
No. That it's at this point where the alien appears.
Yeah, the alien appears and cries
The
blood.
father of the said child alien who's just been murdered in cold blood by these assholes.
Mhm.
And Kay is obviously stood there with Kato and this girl going like, what's happening over here?
Yeah, and they're like, the girl spews on Kay.
Oh yeah, she throws up because what she's seen is horrific.
Yeah.
But then the big guy is like crying, like war crying, like, oh my god, someone has to die now. And I think they try to use the energy weapons on him, or whatever they are,
Yeah.
but he dodges them.
Oh, no,
And
which
eventually
episode?
No, I think this episode ends with the guy in a grip.
Yeah. Oh.
Like when he catches the big Yakuza guy,
Yeah.
I think he like has him by the head.
Okay.
That's that because he's basically got him by the head.
Yeah.
And he's got these huge big claws squeezing his head in.
Yeah.
Ready to
Kid
do some shit.
Kid to try that, and the kid had the steam flying out his ears a while before they killed him.
Oh yeah.
Had like the rage moment.
To be fair, I was gonna say, I think the point where that tipped everyone over the balance was he kind of was like spitting up gunk, and he spat it up on the Yakuza guy's shoes
Oh,
and coat.
I'm back. Yeah,
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, fuck, is this?" And he got mad.
I thought it was going to be acid in the face because he got
Oh,
goes all off
God,
in the
that-
face of the kid.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's feeling like things might just pop off. But yeah, end of the episode.
What do you mean? Feels like things are about to just pop off. Things have popped off.
Oh, I mean, like very pop off. Like we've seen some pretty horrific shit, but I think it's time for it to even out on the other side, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So how you feeling about this one now?
It's fine. It's fine. So it's just. Oh, there's not. Nah. About 7 still, I think.
I agree. Like, but watching this, like I say, like the very first time I watched this when I that long time ago, watching this episode left a big pit in my stomach.
Yeah.
I felt very uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah, once you find out he's a kid. I mean,
It's
like
awful.
before, I thought it was just like an alien that's going, I like green onions.
Green onions are enough for me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's like, just please take my green onions.
Yeah.
Please just take my green onions. And you're like, oh my god, this is bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Poor thing. Yeah, like again, it's leading into a lot of that sort of just awful grossness. Because it's not even like they're doing it for money at this point. That's the motivator here, is they're just gonna murder for money. So yeah. I think a 7 is fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, looks like when we come back for the next episode, things are about to truly get a bit evened out. So yeah, in that case, you've been listening to Who's That Anime, an anime podcast which can be found where all good podcasts can be found. Our home is at anchor.fm/Who's That Anime. If you'd like to support us, leaving a review is super cool. If you have already left a review or can't leave a review, depending on where you listen to us, then if you want to support us by telling a friend, that would also be super awesome. If you want to support us more financially, you can also do that by going to patreon.com/Who's That Anime, where you can engage in the different tiers there, different things like early episode releases, even early episode releases of our second podcast, 5 Minute Fusion, our journey through Dragon Ball, which you can also find where all good podcasts can be found. We also have a Facebook page, that's facebook.com/Who's That Anime, where we post all the latest episode releases and occasionally some anime memes. We have a Discord group, you can find the link for that in the show notes. YouTube, we're also there. This is where Colin painstakingly puts the video versions of these episodes together. That's at youtube.com/@Who's That Anime. You can also find the RSS feeds for both Who's That Anime and 5 Minute Fusions at youtube.com. So if you like to listen to your podcast through YouTube, you can totally do that too. Sometimes Colin and I like to play video games. Colin at twitch.tv/couchfuel and myself at twitch.tv/HailPayman. And you can find the archives of all of those streams on youtube.com by searching for @couchfuel or @HailPayman. And
Yeah.
that's us. Beginning of season 16, Colin.
Yeah.
It's happening.
It's happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the end. This is
Shit.
the end.
We've done that bit before. We've done that. I'm pretty sure we've named an episode that.
All right.
I think it was. Wait, what did we do before? What did we do before Kino?
Yeah.
Pluto.
It's
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah, we I'm sure called our Pluto episode. Yep, this is the end. My only friend, the end. Yep, the last episode of Pluto was that.
Oh, this is the beginning of the end,
Yeah,
or the end of the beginning.
it feels like the end of something.
It's end of this episode. So with that,
True.
no, we'll catch you next week. See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Oh dear.